Well, hello there, 7th graders. You at home may or may not have this lovely packet of lab materials. This packet has everything you need in it for the next 3 labs we're going to do. So, to set this up, the first thing we're going to do is grab out the cups. And you know what? Leave the bag of gravel or sand and leave the bag of dirt. You don't need either of those yet. Now, you do need the one big cup and one of the smaller cups. You can put one of the small cups back in the bag as well. That leaves the big cup with the tape, the paper towel, one of the small cups, and you need 4 lima beans. So count out 1, 2, 3, 4 lima beans and put the other 2 back in the bag. This is all you need for right now. Okay, first step you're gonna do, you will need some scissors for this. So grab yourself some scissors. I've got my scissors. So next step, we're gonna take this tape off of the big cup. Now you will notice that one end of the tape is folded under to make a little tab for you to grab. You're going to pull that tape gently. Remember, this is the only tape we sent. You're going to pull that tape gently and you're going to get it off of the cup. Now, I would set one end on the corner of the table, like on the edge. Watch how I'm going to do it here. So set one end there on the edge. So you've got the tape hanging off the table. Let me adjust that a little bit. So we've got our tape just on the edge of the table. What we're going to do is cut it in half. So I'm going to cut it just about in half. And then I'm going to put this piece on the table again. And I'm going to cut it in half again. Put that piece on the table. Cut this other piece that we had here first in half. So we have 4 roughly equal pieces of tape on our table, as you can see here. So we've got our tape ready to go. Now, next thing we're going to do is take one piece of tape at a time. If you've ever done this to put bows on presents, you might know how to do this, but the non-sticky side, we're going to curl it backward. We're just going to make a little roll where the sticky side is facing outward. Okay? Then you're going to stick one seed onto that piece of tape like so. Now, do that for all 3 of the other seeds as well. Next, we're going to take the small cup and set it next to the large cup. This is an important step because later we're going to put this in there and we want these seeds to be right at the top level of this cup. So we're going to set this next to the big cup, like so. Now, when we put these seeds in, the most important thing is that we face them the correct way. Now, a lima bean seed has what you could kind of call a little belly button, a little indentation here. Okay, so we are going to face that little belly button or indentation. We're going to face it in 4 different ways. So the first seed I put in is going to be facing up. I'm going to put the belly button facing up, and I'm going to put it right at about the height of the cup. So if you're looking at these, that one is facing upward and it's right about at the height of this little cup. Okay, right about at that height. Then I'm going to turn this quarter turn. A quarter means 1/4 of the way around. Like if this were a clock, we would be going at 12 at the top, 6 at the bottom, 3 on one side, and 9 on the other. So we're going to make like 4 sides. The next one is going to be facing to the right, and that means right when you're looking in the cup. So I would take this seed and it's going to go right about here. I'm going to put it, the belly button is facing right. I'm looking at it and it's facing to the right. Okay, turn it another quarter turn. This one is going to be facing down. So we'll put that in there facing downward, right at the same height as the other two. And turn it the last quarter turn. And this last bean will be facing to the left as you're looking into the cup. So, there we go. Looking at it, and the belly button is to the left. Okay, step is done. Take your paper towel next. Next step, we're going to take our paper towel. We want to fold it with just about an inch at the top. We're just going to make it a little teeny bit shorter. It's not important that it's just that much. If it's about 2 finger widths, that's good. Then we're going to roll this into a little loop here, like so. Okay. Then we're going to take this and we're going to put it inside our beans, right inside this big cup, but inside the beans. Be careful not to knock your beans off. You did all that work putting them in the right spot. So we're just going to tuck that in. Stick your hand inside and kind of make sure it's pressing out against the beans. And that looks good. Then you're going to take your smaller cup and you're going to put that inside the paper towel and press it down toward the bottom. Okay, press it in nice and tight. Now, seeds germinate when they sense water. So we need to put some water on this next. So you want to turn your sink on very gently so that you don't have water just spraying on you super hard. Okay? You're going to take that water and just go around the outside of the cup. You're putting this between the outer cup and the inner cup. You're getting the paper towel wet. Okay? If you put some in the inner cup, it won't hurt it, but you're really aiming to get it on the outside of the cup. So just keep going around and around. Get that nice and damp. All right. Once you've gone around a few times and your paper towel is definitely soaked, you can turn off your water, hold the smaller cup in place, hold that smaller cup in place, and tilt it and just let all the extra water out. You don't want these seeds to be soaking in water. You just want them to be damp. So now we have seeds held in place by paper towel and by 2 cups on either side, and they have gotten water that they need.